Hey, I'm Iyaz Actor with Twit, and we're going to review not this TV, but this HP Envy Spectre. Now, it's an Ultrabook from HP, and let's take a look at the design right off the bat. You can see, probably yourself, because this is one giant sheet of Gorilla Glass. If we try to open this up, there's also the glass continued in the palm rest. It's kind of neat. That's their gimmick here. Also, the front here is covered in glass as well, so there's one continuous piece over there. Let's go around for the ports. We have a mini display port, HDMI, Gigabit Ethernet. Now, one of the curiosities here is, because it's so thin, there's a little jaw here. So, a little flimsy, but it's there. USB 3.0, USB 2.0, a combination headphone and microphone jack, a full SD card slot. Your SD card will not stick out of this. It'll go right in. Around, let's see, look, no optical drive. It's an Ultrabook. Of course you knew that. But on this side, we have some dedicated things. That's right, that's the Beats logo, because this HP comes with Beats. There's a volume dial, there's a mute button, and this Beats button over here actually brings up a piece of software, which is pretty much a mixer. Let's open this up, which is actually, that was much easier than normal. If you take a look at how small this lip is, you make sure you have some fingernails and they're strong, because to open it up, it's a little bit of a challenge. Now, this thing is on, we have a 14-inch display. It's a 1600 by 900 display. It can get pretty bright. I'm gonna turn it up to full brightness. And let's talk about the keyboard. The keyboard is backlit. You'll see, again, no dedicated volume controls because there's this dial. You can see on screen, there's a Beats logo as it spins. And sometimes that doesn't work, as I found out during my tests. I'm gonna close off this application. And so what do we have? We have a backlit keyboard. We have good travel on the keys. It's actually, I think the travel is a little bit better than some of the other Ultrabooks I've actually used, but it's not very mushy. It's a very good keyboard. Trackpad, very good. Now, I was concerned because it's at the same surface, same area as the palm rest. No accidental inputs. HP did a really good job with this trackpad. Multi-touch worked very well. For specs, this is an Ultrabook, so you know what to expect. 128 gigabyte SSD, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Intel Core i5, pretty much standard stuff on every Ultrabook out there. What HP did to make this thing different is the design. Again, it's hard to ignore the design. Lots of glass. The glass picks up fingerprints, if you like that. I don't know why you touch the back of it like this, but it does pick up fingerprints. So have a cloth handy for that. It's thin, it's light. It doesn't look like a lot of other Ultrabooks. I'm sure people will compare it to the MacBook, but they didn't invent the chiclet keyboard by any means. For performance, it was pretty good. You know, it did everything every Ultrabook can do. Run 1080p videos just fine. Audio was fine. Things are okay. Oh, by the way, this has Beats audio. This is one of the selling points to this HP Spectre. And what I've noticed is at full volume, there was some buzzing to the casing, which is a little bit disconcerting, because if you're going to have your glowing red B, that's always there, by the way, you might want to hope that this thing has really good audio quality. The bass isn't that great on the inbuilt speakers, but what do you expect? It's a laptop. Pros and cons on this thing. Okay, pros for this. This HP Spectre is quite stylish. Let's face it, it's really flashy, very pretty. The trackpad is very good and responsive, big fan of that. And it's thin and light, like lots of Ultrabooks. For cons, well, it's kind of unremarkable. The specs aren't really that interesting because every Ultrabook does this already. And because of that, I'm calling this thing pricey. It's around $1,200 on Amazon. I think HP prices at $1,300. That's pretty pricey for what you're getting here. At this price point for the HP Envy Spectre, I can't say to buy this. Unless you love flash and glass, this is a don't buy. I'm Iyaz Akhtar, and this is the HP Envy Spectre.